Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Chinese light tank line that is going to be coming to the game in update 9.7. So this is going to be all the tanks here. We have a picture. This is actually from Wargaming, so it's 100% official. This is on the new Middleburg map as well, which looking very good. I remember them showing that off in the Blitz Cup. If you guys remember, if you watched my video from a few days ago, I was wondering where this map was. Looks like hopefully it will come in 9.7, and if it doesn't, it should come soon after that, because it should be done. So hopefully it comes soon as well. But here we have all the new light tanks. We have a good amount of them here. It's actually a decent full-size line. So we're going to look through the stats of the tier 10, because that is on Blitz Hanger. That's the only stats that are right now. I believe these come out in open test tomorrow, so the stats for the other tanks will open up. I probably won't make a video about that though, because it's not quite as interesting. You can just wait until the tanks come out for the reviews and stuff, but we'll look at the tier 10. So I just have pictures here of Blitzhanger because ads are annoying. I don't want to have to, stop them from popping up. It gets kind of annoying. All right, but we got the WZ1321 here. This is the tier 10 light tank, like I said. I got my consumables and stuff equipped actually on this tank, so it shouldn't be horrific. All right, so getting into it though, 1855 HP, 302 a meter view range, so of course, it is a light tank, so it's got pretty bad HP, 1855. I believe, is that the worst for a light tank? Actually, no way, I don't think it is. Never mind, ignore that. View range 302 meters though, pretty standard for a light tank. Now looking at the gun though, we have 3,313 DPM, 242 millimeters of penetration, a 330 alpha gun, a 1500 velocity, and we have a reload time of 5.98 seconds. And now looking here at the aim time, we have a 1.18 second aim time and a 0.277 dispersion. Absolutely fantastic accuracy on this tank. I mean, that is insane. This has got to be one of, if not the most accurate tanks in the game now. This is going to be so good on accuracy. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Compared to the other light tanks, especially at tier 10, with accuracy, this tank is going to be so much better. So now looking though at the DPM, it's got good DPM, 3,300 DPM. Not bad at all. This is running gun, no, not calibrated shells, the other one that gives you better DPM. So this is running that. You could buff up your penetration, because your penetration isn't the most. It's really up to you. I was just running that because I generally run that on most tanks unless it has bad pin. This tank kind of doesn't have the best pin because it's a light tank, so I would think about running calibrated shells on this as well. But yeah, it's basically a 6 second reload for a 330 alpha gun. 3,300 DPM. I'm surprised they went with a 330 alpha instead of a 310 or a 350 and just adjusting the reload time. Guess they wanted to bring in a 330 alpha gun for some reason. But so we have a new alpha. I don't believe there are any other tanks with a 330 alpha gun, so that is interesting. But yeah, moving on the stats. Oh, actually, hold on, they're right here. We can see that we have 5 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty bad. So that is probably going to be your biggest downside on this tank is, 5 degrees of gun depression is yikes. Yeah, not good at all. So, it's not going to be very good on this tank with your gun depression. Your speed, of course, important. This is a light tank, 6,700 kilometers an hour top speed and 20 in reverse. So pretty standard. There's nothing crazy right here or anything like that. This tank is pretty heavy though, so it is probably going to be one of your better rammers at tier 10, especially going against those other light tanks, as well, really only going against the other light tanks, because you are still a light tank. So you'll be able to do good rams against, stuff like Sheridan's and an LT or Bat Chat. So, that would be a plus as well. Now looking though at the armor profile, this is where we have the armor profile we have on the front. I can't really say the exact armor because it is, it's a picture. I should have done that when I did the picture. Oh well, it's okay. It's, you can kind of get a feel for it. Very weak hull, not very strong turret. You're really not going to bounce anything except for your gun mantlet on here, unless you're at a very specific angle or something like that. Looking at the sides here, very weak. It looks HE-able there along the sides, except where you have your spaced armor. So you do have some spaced armor here, so you can't be HE'd right there. But in between those right there, you're going to be able to get HE'd. And of course, you'll be able to get slammed by HE in the back, except on the turret. You are protected on the turret by that spaced armor as well. And now looking here with our fantastic 5 degrees gun depression, yeah, it's not really any different. Maybe get a few more bounces there on the turret. It's got a little bit better armor, and you won't have as much as your hull showing, but really this thing is not going to be a hull down one. It just doesn't have enough gun depression to go hull down well. It's going to really just, not be able to do that very well. And even if it does, it's not, it's not really going to improve your armor very much at all. So that's the armor profile of the tank there. We have, standard light tank armor, not really going to be helping you out much. That's not what you try to rely on in a light tank at all. So we can go back to the gun here, talk about this tank a little bit more, my thoughts kind of on it. I think the tank is decently well balanced to me, it seems, because, again, obviously any light tank doesn't have the most armor. It doesn't have, well, actually, you know what? This tank might actually, I take that back. This could be a pretty strong tank. I think this is going to be a pretty strong tank. It also has that mechanic where you take 3 seconds off of the time you get spotted when you get shot. So that is actually another thing that can definitely, when you're fighting other lights, except for the LT because it has the extra long spotting time. When you're fighting something like a Sheridan, Batchat, Vickers, you're gonna go unspotted quicker. So if you're chilling right there, you shoot them, and you go unspotted quicker, and then you can shoot them again and back up while they're still spotted and you're unspotted, which is pretty nice. You could get out a lot of shots right there undetected and stuff like that, where you'll be able to pop out, shoot, and you get spotted as soon as you shoot, but you're already pulling back and you're safe. So I think that's definitely going to give this tank an advantage over stuff like the Vickers in medium tanks as well, because it does have that mechanic. I don't know what tier that starts at, if it's like the tier 8 and up, or if it's only the tier 10, or if it's all of the tanks. I'm not 100% sure. We'll probably have to wait and until Wargaming talks about that a little bit more, but it does have that mechanic as well. And so I think this is going to be a strong thing. I mean, good DPM, 3300 DPM. Not the best pin, but that's kind of standard with all light tanks, not really a problem most of the time, because you're either flanking heavies or any other time you're facing tanks that don't have very good armor, so it doesn't matter much. Incredible accuracy, so that is going to be amazing. I mean, look at that accuracy, man. 1.18 second aim time and 0.277 dispersion. I mean, fantastic accuracy. So the gun seems really good to me. Seems like we have a great gun here, very accurate, good DPM. And that's probably going to be the biggest thing on this, is going to be that new ability and the gun. I think that will make this tank very strong. The other factors are just pretty average armor and average speed. So I think that's really what's going to make this tank pretty strong out there, is going to be that this gun right here is so fantastic. So yeah, that is the WZ, or what's the name? WZ131 or 1321, sorry. And that is the tier 10 in the new Chinese light tanks. So getting excited for these tanks. Hopefully the update comes soon so we can get some fun out in these tanks. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on these tanks down below. Also, they're looking good with the new graphics, and of course the map is looking good as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.